Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on the purchase of your Flagstaff Superlight 27 BHWS bunkhouse travel trailer. Picked a pretty cool unit here. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. First thing I want you to take into consideration are your slides. Bedroom slide's a little shorter, living room slide's larger. Go ahead and make sure you have plenty of room for that to come in and out unimpeded, preferably nothing hanging over top of it. Then I want you to think about where your water and power hookups are going to be. The docking station, as well as your power, is going to be at your off campsite, just behind your slide, so toward the rear of the unit. So park accordingly so that you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Now if you've unhooked your hitch, you have a docking light here and a docking light on your power tongue jack. After our hitch is unhooked, first thing we're going to do is make our unit level. Now, I do recommend getting a stick-on level. With your slides closed, find the middle of your unit, go ahead and put a little stick-on level on there. That way you can tell when your unit's level. Simply lower or raise this power tongue jack. And you do have a hand crank manual override right here in case you lose power. Once you get unit level, next thing we're going to do is stabilize. The unit comes with power stabilizing jacks. Simply just hit extend. As these come down, I want to recommend a couple things. One, keep an eye on these feet. Make sure that they're flat when they come down. And two, stabilizing jack pads. Jack pads can protect your feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot blacktop in the summer. Better distribute the weight, keep them from sinking. So highly recommended. Use your 10% off coupon, grab a 4-pack of those, and run these down. Now remember, these are stabilizing jacks. We've already got our unit level, so we're only going to run these down until they're taut. As soon as you feel any pressure like it's going to start to lift the unit, stop. Do the same in the rear, run all 4 of those down. We've got our unit level and stable. Let's go ahead and hook up our power and water. Again, your power is at your off campsite for the rear. 50 amp service here. At the end of that 50 amp service will be a dog bone. And at the end of that dog bone, should you need it, will be a 30 to 110 adapter in case you need to plug in at home. So if you got our power hooked up, let's go ahead and hook our water up. So here in your docking station is your city water connection. First and foremost, water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Always use this when putting fluid into the unit because you don't know what the water pressure is like at the campsites. Water pressure regulator, hook up your hose. Don't turn our hose on yet. Let's find your hot water heater. So over on your campsite toward the front is your hot water heater. All we're going to do at this point when arriving is make sure our drain plug's back in. Get that back in there nice and tight. Once that's back in there, then you can go ahead and turn on your hose. Go to the front of the unit, open up the hot water tap. Once water is coming out of there, you know your hot water heater is full. and you can turn it on from indoors. Now there is an on-off electric element here. Keep that off unless you're plugged into 110. If you're plugged into 110, turn that on as well as indoors. Let's say we're gonna go camping and we're not gonna use the city water. We're gonna use potable water. We're gonna go dry docking. Just above your city water connect is your potable water tank. Simply fill that up with a hose. Water pressure regulator is not needed. 2 ways to tell when that's full. One, there's an overflow valve here, or 2 on the inside where you can check the tank levels. Hold your freshwater button down, you can tell when that's full. Just remember, turn on your water pump when using potable water. Don't turn on the pump when using city water, it's unnecessary. It's already pressurized. All right, we've got our unit all hooked up to camp. Let me walk you around the rest of it and show you a few other things. Do you have a docking light? You just need to hook up out here at night. Cable and satellite. Black tank flush, we'll talk about that when leaving the campsite. Again, your city water connect and your antifreeze inlet. You do have an outdoor shower here. Your freshwater drain, if you're using potable water, will dump right there. Here's your black and gray holding tanks. Coming to the front of your slide, storage here, is a second gray tank. Your pass-through storage. Again, your docking light. Battery post. Check your terminals now and then. Make sure they haven't wiggled loose going down the road. Your propane. They are on a regulator. Simply turn it toward the tank you wish to be using. Open up the valve. It'll be green. That runs out. That'll turn red. Unit's also wired for solar. Decide to get a solar panel, set it outside, and put it on here. That'll trickle charge your batteries. There's the 50 to 30 amp dog bone I was talking about. Your hitch work. So this is a table, griddle, and another griddle holder that'll set outside here on this lip with a quick connect LP right underneath there. Right there. Again, your hot water heater. Your 2 big awnings, we'll run those out. Outdoor speakers. A vent for your microwave. TV will actually set up out here as well. There's a cable and 110 for that. This is your furnace heat release. If you're using your furnace, steer clear of that, it'll get rather warm. Manual override crank for your slides. Hold to put the crank through there. A low point drain, if when you're hooked up to city water, we'll dump those when leaving the campsite. This will hold your door back. Snap that down in there. And then your other grill over here. So we pull this all the way out. If you reach up underneath here, you can pull this out and quick connect under here. You tuck that back up in there good when leaving. Don't want to pinch it up on anything. In here as well. Controls for your rear stabilizing jacks. There's a ladder. Go up, check your seams. Preferably twice a year. Caulk as needed. This is also prepped for a Furion backup camera. It's a device that you can purchase from our store, set it on the dash of your tow vehicle. Electronically communicates with this device, giving you a backup camera for the unit. Storage. Great cover for your spare tire. That about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look on the inside. So the most important thing I'd like everyone to know, as soon as you walk in the doorway, is where the fire extinguisher is. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows that the fire extinguisher is located at the entry, by the entry doorway. And close your door here. Slam locks work best when slammed. Again, you know this goes up for your storage. Coming right inside your unit to the right is your big closet. Let's come around the corner. storage here, and your control panel. So start your control panel up here. So this is where you'll check your tanks, your battery, brand new. Your fresh tanks, all these are empty. This fresh tank button is the one that I said you can watch when filling up your potable water. Over here is where you turn on your water heater if you're hooked up to electric. Turn on your water heater if you're hooked up to gas here. Water pump if you're using potable water. And tank heaters if you're in inclement weather and you want to heat up your tanks with little pads that are on them. Here's your two awnings. Extend both of them out real quick. I guess I'll only go one at a time. And here's your slide controls. Here's your interior and porch, awning, and step lights. Here's your Wi-Fi booster. Let's go ahead and extend an awning. I'm trying to show you how far to run those out. Let me take a look, see where we're at. Oh, here it is here. So you're only going to want to run these out until that white flap falls down to 90 degrees and you can see that bar. And you know you're out far enough. Bluetooth RV technology sound system. There's also a remote for your fireplace. So, fireplace, not just for looks anymore. So you've got the heat cranked on here right now. So if you're plugged in at a campsite, instead of using your gas when it's chilly in the morning or evening, go ahead and turn this on and use their electricity to warm it up in here. Turn your TV on here. I think I just, oh, there it is. I just shut it off now. So also there is a app that you can get. Click on that and you can control everything from your phone. Sound system, AM, FM, scan for channels, 3 zones. So indoors, indoor bedroom, or outdoor, or all 3. Touch that once, it'll mute it, or hold it in and it'll shut it off. I'll shut it off by hand. Coming to the left of your fireplace, access panel to your breakers and fuse box. Looks like you have mostly 15s in there, a 5, couple 30s. Highly recommend grabbing a handful of those before going camping. And to the right of that, your 12-volt carbon monoxide detector. The reason I mention this 12-volt is it's always running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day, disconnect your battery. Keep that from running it down. All your controls for your fridge are in here. There's a travel hitch. Self-explanatory microwave. Your stove, glass top, makes an excellent backsplash. So we turn on your panel light. Turn this to light. Hit your spark and there's your flame. You have the TST system. I'll include a separate video specifically from these fellas telling you how to hook that up. Also here in the kitchen is your 110 with GFCI reset. You've got a lot of this individual lighting throughout the unit. Your table of course will fold down. Set on these lips here. Move your back cushions and put them on there. Coming over here quickly to your thermostat. Simply go from mode. Mode will change them from cool to air to off. Change your temperatures here. Here's your solar controller panel. Coming into the bathroom. Nothing to talk about in here except for your 110 next to here. And to maintain your plumbing. Keep an eye on your plumbing as you go down through time. Just like you would at home. Come back into your bathroom. Excuse me, bedroom. 110 and USB ports back here. A separate entryway with solid steps for your bedroom. And it's also prepped for a TV. You can put a TV back here and hook up 110 and USB there. Cable. Well, that about covers everything on the inside. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite now. So what I'd like to do is come to the control panel and shut off the interior lighting. Now I can see all the individual lighting that I need to go through and shut off. Okay, so now that I've shut off all the interior lighting except for what can be controlled here, we're going to bring our slides in. Now make sure your drawers over here are closed. Make sure your door is secure. Nothing is in the way of this slide from coming in. Yes, you can leave that door open, it won't hit this. Did you hear that noise? It's okay to hear that. That is just the slide mechanism keeping itself from coming in too far. Sounds like it's something grinding, but it is not. I'm bringing in your bedroom slide now. Shut off our interior lighting. Coming out of the unit, when bringing up these solid steps, same thing back in your bedroom. I'm going to make sure this door is all the way open. And you can lift this up in here. Lock and deadbolt your door. Lift and turn your handle. If you're using potable water here, or this will be the city water, we're going to open up both of these low point drains. You come to your hot water heater. You're going to lift up on that and let that drain your hot water. Once that's done, remember to push that back down or this door will not close. And then you can pull your drain plug. Forget to close your hot water heater as well. Bring up our stabilizing jacks just by hitting retract. Come back up rather quickly. Yeah, if I didn't mention it, this is a cover for your propane tank. Gas off. And head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, you can take the sewage hose. Oh, here it is. Good. Left it up by the front gray. Take sewage hose, comes with your convenience pack. Come back and hook it up. It's 10 foot long. First thing you do is pull your black handle, the one here on the left. Once it sounds like that's no longer draining, you're going to come up here again with your water pressure regulator and hook up to your tank flush. Hook the hose up to that, let that run for a good 5 minutes. It's going to wash all the nastiness out of your black tank. Unhook that hose, close your black handle, and pull this gray handle. It's going to be your cleaner waters, your sinks and your showers. And clean your sewage hose out for you. And you're going to have to come up here, unless you buy a big long one with another Y, and dump this gray tank. Again, it's going to be cleaner waters. It's going to clean your sewage hose out for you. And you can take it and conveniently store it in your bumper. Nice sanitary, clean place for your sewage hose. And head on home. Again, thank you guys so much for your purchase. Happy camping.